deal with brain fog. Okay, so sorry, my screen there froze there for a second. Do you guys deal with brain fog? I know I have in the past, and I've done so many different things trying to figure out how to address it, how to deal with it. I've done some pretty interesting things like change my diet, but I've been doing some more research on it and figuring out what are some of the causes of brain fog and what can we do to address that. So this one weird trick that I found in this on this health website, actually, I was like, huh, that's interesting, but it makes sense. So keep watching, and I'm going to share with you what it is that I found. If you don't know who I am, I'm Amber Bennett. I help people make money on social media so they can spend more carefree time doing what they love. Hello, hello. I'm getting on here a little later than I like to be, but that's okay. It is going on 11 o'clock at night here in the great state of Wisconsin. Where are you watching from? And have you ever watched one of my videos before? If you're brand new, if this is your first video with me, go ahead and drop the word new in the comments below, and let's get this thing started. Guys, brain fog is something that so many of us deal with, and there's so many different causes of brain fog. So some of those causes are things like stress, lack of sleep, or lack of quality sleep, because sometimes you can lay in bed for 8 hours and just not be actually sleeping, or you're tossing and turning, or you have a daughter like mine who talks in her sleep. The other night I was laying in bed, and all of a sudden I heard her just scream out, "Mom!" And I'm like, "Geez!" So I ran in to see what she needed, and she says, "Mom, where do I put the line?" And she's like sitting up in bed with her covers thrown off of her, and I'm like, "What do you mean? What line?" And she goes, "Well, well, basically," and as she's talking, I'm like laying her back down in her bed, right? And she goes, "Well, basically, in the pot of gold." And for about 3 days, we made fun of her for talking about putting the line in the pot of gold. I don't know. I have no idea. That's what happens when you have somebody who talks in their sleep like a 6.5-year-old does. Some other issues or some other reasons behind brain fog, chronic fatigue syndrome has a lot to do with that lack of quality sleep, right? Or just inability to get that sufficient sleep. Sometimes vitamin deficiencies can cause brain fog. Obviously, intoxication or substance abuse of some sort. Allergies have been known to cause brain fog. If you're not getting enough water, make sure you're drinking water. Make sure you're getting enough oxygen. You might not realize it, but part of that lack of quality sleep might be from some issues where you're not actually getting the right amount of oxygen when you're sleeping. I know several people who have to sleep with the breathing machines, and mental illness and actual physical illness too, like diabetes. So there's quite a few reasons why people deal with brain fog. I'm going to focus on the ones more like the mental illness ones, stress, that type of thing. And even with the lack of quality sleep, this might be really beneficial to hear. So when you're dealing with brain fog, and I've done this. Yes, Sarah, brain fog. It's crazy. I've actually done this to help with mine. The other day I got home from work. I was so tired, and I actually went onto YouTube. I have this favorited video that it's just like a guided meditation type thing. And it really, really helps because it's only 10 minutes long, but that 10 minutes is just enough to actually help me get past my brain fog. And actually, I listened to it, and at the end of 10 minutes, it's like I have this amazing amount of energy. It's crazy. But when meditating, for instance, it can actually produce brain waves that are much calmer. When you're meditating, it causes your brain to kind of calm down and to kind of get rid of all those extra thoughts. A lot of people will call it like mindfulness. but really meditating. And to meditate like that is the intention to clear your mind of those racing and negative thoughts that come with things like stress and mental illness and different things like that. And especially like even sleepiness, right? There is a type of meditation out there called japa meditation, which requires the sound. But when you're repeating a noise, so with japa meditation, the most basic sound they teach you is the ah sound. So you're doing like the ah, like God or Yahweh, or there's all the terms for God or a deity actually have that ah sound in them, right? So they use that. It's japa meditation is a religious meditation, and it uses that ah sound. So, but you don't have to have that. You can do you can hum, right? You can just say a mantra or come up with your own sound. You can do anything that where you're focusing on the vocal aspect of it. Will really actually help you to, when you're focusing on the vocal aspect of it, it really helps you to clear your mind, because you have that focal point. Because normally when people sit down to meditate, usually, and if you're like me, you close your eyes to meditate, right? And that'll help get rid of your brain fog, but then you don't really have anything to concentrate on. I know I hear a lot about like concentrate on your breathing and that's where like the mindfulness comes from. But sometimes that's not enough, and you need something more auditory to listen to, right? So that's where the humming comes from. And that's the weird trick that I was talking about, is if you hum or make a noise while you're meditating, that's going to help you get there. So there's actually other activities that will give you like a similar effect, such as like painting or reading or watching like a really, really engrossing film. Basically, anything that kind of gets your brain out of the here and now and all those words that you're telling yourself, right? But I found that humming or the auditory type meditation is really, really going to be helpful to eliminate that brain fog that you're dealing with. There are some other things that I've done. Like I said, I've changed my diet. I've taken brain health supplements. I've done a lot of things. And if you'd like to know 4 other things that I've done that really help sharpen my mind, number 2 is going to blow you away. Go ahead and go to my profile, click send message, send me the word brain, and I'm going to send you 4 other ways to deal with brain fog that's going to help you really clear that up and really focus in so that you can get more energy and you can be more productive during your day. So I'm going to get off of here. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will talk to you later. Bye.